I like the way the Caps offense has burst out of the gate this season. I look at tonight's matchup versus the Red Wings, a team that has an improved offense, but still a little suspect defensively. That 6.5 line seems a little low, so I'll look for the over to pay off and might even recommend a higher total for a better payoff on the alternate line of 7.5 for a 220 payday on that bet. The same narrative applies when the Flyers visit the Oilers tonight. I have said a number of times already this season that I don't like either of the Flyer goalies, and the Oilers have poured in at least 5 goals in each of their last 4 starts. I also know Mike Smith is on the IR, and I'm not ready to trust Mikko Koskinen, even though he's looked good in his first 3 starts. That will be a high-scoring affair as well, with the alternate goal line of 7.5 paying at plus 175 on the over. It's hammer time for me.
Hey, Jeff, which total has you thinking, man, it's hammer time?
I mean, you can definitely hammer that over in the Edmonton game. That's definitely one of my top 2 picks as well, Mikko Koskinen and net. And again, and facing the Oilers is like a trauma situation for any, opposing goalie. But I like the under in the Boston-Florida game. I'm going to go back to that one. Again, Linus Ullmark starting most likely for the Bruins if he's not already confirmed. He's played pretty well through 2 games. I know I brought up Bobrovsky and his issues, but he has played pretty well. And realistically, it's Boston. I mean, like, they're a good defensive team. So even if they score 3 or 4 goals, it's a very good spot here or a very good chance here that they could limit the Panthers to just a couple themselves. So I see a 3-2, kind of like, 4-1 game playing out here, regardless of who wins. And I think at 6 total, I mean, I would happily be on the under. These are 2 pretty good defensive teams. I don't see necessarily a shootout forming with 2 pretty solid goalies so far. So I think the under 6 there in Boston, Florida is worth taking on.
Okay, AJ, how about you, dude?
Well, first I want to just say, just saw it come across, Hudobin took the starter's crease at practice today. It's not a confirmation he's going to start, but it looks like they're going to go with him instead of Braden Holtby. So might be a good opportunity to look at some Golden Knights here. In terms of the total, I'm looking at the Leafs hockey. It's currently sitting at 6. The Blackhawks are allowing 4.5 goals per game to start the year. They're going to use Kevin Lankinen tonight. Like, his numbers are actually better than Marc-Andre Fleury to start the year. He's got a .884 save percentage, but that tells you all that you need to know about their goaltending. And look, they're going up against a Leafs team that has absolutely been struggling. They're on a 4-game losing streak. They've allowed a combined 16 goals in their last 3 games, so there's not a whole lot of defense there. If this team's going to win a game, it's going to be in a goal fest, not in a defensive battle. So taking the over in the Leafs Hawk game is the place to target the total for me.